Hello everyone, and you are probably wondering why I don't have my glasses on, why I got my hair done, and why I have a headband on. Well, for today's video, if you haven't seen my last video that I created from coming back, it's called Tea Time. I recommend go see it if you haven't watched it, and you'll understand what I'm doing today. So in the end of the video, of the last video, I mentioned that I will be creating a makeup look and posting ideas on my Instagram. I've posted my Instagram, probably posted right here. And what was chosen from all the makeup that I chose, it was a witch, Monster High, it was 2 vampires, and a few characters that were Emily from Court's Bride and Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas. Sorry if I took a while to remember. My mind's just everywhere right now. But I'm gonna get started and I'm gonna show you what palettes I'm going to use. You're probably wondering what I'm gonna use for my base. To use for my base, I'm gonna be honest, I've done Day of the Dead makeup a year ago, and I really loved how the e.l.f. Concealer stayed on, and I just mixed a color in because of the thickness, and it just feels more comfortable on the skin. You don't have to use the e.l.f. Concealer, but if you like, you can use it, and it's honestly very cheap. Why is it not focusing on? It's not focusing. It's only focusing on my face, everyone. But yeah, I'm just gonna do regular video because I was doing the blurred effect in the back and it wasn't getting the detail. But this is the e.l.f. concealer that I am using for my makeup look, and it in the shade, you're probably wondering what shade it is. It is in Fair Rose. I ordered it in Amazon and it was $7, I believe. It's always, I feel like, been the same price. It hasn't really changed from that price. I highly recommend for any makeup looks or even like fun ideas you want to do and make, like I am today. And it's also affordable. I also purchased this from Amazon. It's water based, water activated, palette, and it's very helpful for Day of the Dead looks because I'm planning to use this exactly for that. It was with brushes, I believe 15 something. And it came with these brushes. I know they look like paint brushes, like to actually paint on things. Believe me, they're actually pretty soft on the skin. I highly recommend as well. But these are all water activated, and you're probably wondering why I just don't use a white base in the concealer. I've used a few before, and I'm not sure if this one is the same, but when I apply it just straight to my face, it cracks after a while, even though I moisturize on the bottom. So I'm just gonna mix the concealer with a little bit of the blue and just make, I guess, a mixture of everything to make that color. So I'll be back and I will make that mix for the base of the face, and I'll be back. I am back, and I have not mixed or put anything on my face because I didn't try this myself, so you don't make the same mistake I did right now. I got a little container and I was gonna put my concealer in here and then mix the watercolor in here. Tell me why I completely forget you can't mix the water with this, and it would just make a funky combination. That's exactly what happened right now. So what I'm gonna do, because I'm not a quitter, I don't give up. So does the audience. Don't give up that easy, guys. Come on. So I'm gonna use the concealer as my base, and then you're gonna be like, how are you gonna get that color on there? Smack it. I do have a lot of eyeshadows that are the same exact tone as her skin tone. I'm wearing this t-shirt for on purpose because this is very similar to his skin tone. And I have, luckily, a lot of her skin tone on my palettes. And I did see a lot of girls that did this makeup look use a white base and then apply their eyeshadow on top. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do right now. So I'm gonna be back. I'm going to, actually, I forgot. I have to glue my brows, and you're probably wondering why. I'm gluing them because I want to make sure they don't go anywhere. And I can't find my brush to brush my eyebrows. I'm probably gonna do this off camera, but I'm literally gonna be using Elmer's glue, or I'm gonna be using this e.l.f. It's like an e.l.f. little gel for your eyebrows. It's not even mine, it's my mom's. She doesn't really use it much anyway. It's like almost brand new. But I'm going to do this off camera. Now that I look like, honestly, the Rock meme over his eyebrows, you're probably wondering why I glue my eyebrows. I just prefer to glue my eyebrows because in makeup looks like that and having so much makeup on, I know my eyebrows tend to look funky. This is optional if you want to or not because she has pretty thin eyebrows, and I'm gonna see how I'm gonna work with that. Honestly, I've glued my eyebrows a few times and it doesn't always come out as it should be. So yeah, I'm just working with what I got. I'm gonna start applying my concealer. By the way, don't forget to prime your face and moisturize your face when you're doing makeup looks like this because you don't want your face to look all dry, literally like mazapan. So I use the e.l.f. mini something face primer. I can't see. Yes, this is a primer that I use, and honestly I feel like it's very soft on the skin, affordable, and does its job, so I recommend as well. I've always used a lot of affordable brands in my channel. If the neck is not perfect, I think it's fine because I'm mainly focusing on my face and I don't want it to just be blank and just brown and I look like a clown. I can't take myself serious right now, so I'm trying to not laugh. But I am going to start applying the blue on my face because I'm just a white mess. It literally looks like I was dipped into white chocolate. I don't think I'll be that delicious though. And I'm gonna start applying this powder. I am gonna apply this blue and see how that goes because this one's very similar to her skin tone. And if anything, if I feel like a little dark, I'll always lighten it up with any white powder. And yeah, I'll see how this goes. I'll be back in a bit because I'm like sort of cutting through this. This is the first time I ever do my makeup look this way specifically. So I just want to make sure everything will come out. So there's a long story from this process. Honestly, on camera, I mean in person, it looks very, very full, like coverage in my face. My neck, not so much. I purposely did it because I wasn't trying to concentrate on my neck, mostly on my face. This is just like, so it doesn't just look brown. Well, the tactic that I was trying to do with the concealer and covering my face up with it and then putting the powder on top didn't work. It did, but it was a very slow process. And then I realized that I can just mix the powder with the concealer, even though it dries real quick. I just like try to put it as fast as I can on my, I was doing it on my hand and I would just stamp it. As hilarious as that sounds, that was the fastest way I got to doing this. So if you want to do that, that's great. But if you already have like, I feel like you can use your foundation. I haven't tried that. I use tinted moisturizer and it's the Fenty Beauty one. I'm not sure if you can use that because it's more like a watery consistency, but I really wanted to use a concealer just because I know it's more full coverage and I purposely wanted it to look more like, you know, more full coverage and not so much like my skin. So it all depends on you if you want to do that or not. It's always like, you know, if you want to or not. I'm going to continue and now I'm going to start shading the part of my face that I need to shade, and I'm going to be going in with this color from this old palette I've used, or even the Mickey and like the Disney palette from Morphe, and I'll be using this blue for contouring my face, etc. I know I'm leaving again, but I want to do on and off and show you parts of what I'm doing because I'm sort of like following a tutorial and doing my own. If you don't mind, but yes, I want to make sure it's good. I'm going to start using a darker blue to show and put it on my eyelids and underneath my eyelids. Here, if I'm saying it right, it's been a while, I can tell. I will be showing this part, and I'm not gonna leave off camera. I'm just trying to guide myself in doing this, sort of doing like a circle motion. You can do it on both eyes. I'm just gonna try to complete one eye first, and then go in with the other. Going in with a lighter blue for the bottom, so it doesn't look so harsh and it sort of like blends in with the rest. I know that's funky. Trust the process. This is how most of my makeup looks. Well, not regular makeup looks, but you get the idea. Most Halloween or Day of the Dead makeup looks funky at first, but you always have to trust the process. And I say this because I've done a couple of Day of the Dead makeup, so I've experienced the best and the worst. So yeah, we're gonna continue doing this. I'll pause and then do the other eye and show you. I'm almost done with the eyes, like the bottom part of the eyes. I'm still very much blending everything in. If you want to do this makeup look, all I'm telling you is that you're gonna need a good solid 2 hours if you really want this to look really good on Halloween, or for a Halloween party or whatever you're gonna wear it for, because it is a process. And honestly, it looked faster than I thought it was going to be, but clearly that wasn't the case. So I'm just using, you know, the same dark blue. Well, it's not super dark blue, it's like a blue, because I know dark blue is like more like a navy-ish, blackish blue or midnight blue. But highlighting, like almost, I don't know how to explain it, but shadows. To make this easier, make 2 big dots on like the shadow of the eye, and then you can just blend it out afterwards. If it looks harsh, that means you're doing a good job. That's how it's supposed to look like. Now that I'm somewhat done with the eyes, I want to start with the nose. So with the same darkish blue, I'm going to make a shadow on my nose, and with a darker blue now. This blue or this blue. I'm going to see which one works for me most. I think the one on the right, the more bluish, less greenish color will work to give that detail that I need. Okay, it's working. It looks small. I believe that's what we're going for. Now that I've contoured more of the face, I do look more like a skeleton now, but it's getting there and I sort of see it coming. I'm now gonna focus more on the eyes detail again, and I'm going to go in with the very dark blue that I have, the one that I just showed, this one from the Migi palette, this one, almost like a Dodgers blue, and go in with the inner-ish corner of my eye, like this. Honestly, I think a black would work better. I'm not sure. I'm gonna test this out first. I believe the black works better, but I'm going in with the same blue underneath of my eye to give it more depth. Now for the eye, I'm going in with a black, any black color will do, to make a circle like this. So don't fear, you got this. And I already put more black, as you can see. Now I'm going in with the lighter blue. Not super, yeah, the lighter blue that we had earlier. See how that works? I think we'll need the medium blue. I'm calling this the medium blue so you guys don't get confused. So let me show you. So we have the light blue, the medium blue, and then the dark blue, and then the black. So I'm using the medium blue to put inwards of my eye. There you go. Medium blue on my eye. And then now I'm getting with my finger the light blue. Put it inwards to give more depth. I can't speak. In the eye. Like almost a drawing like that. For you people that know how to draw. I'm gonna go with this brush and get a guide of an eyeshadow, which would be like the black eyeshadow. You can choose honestly any color you want, just a little possible. Now that I have like a guide to follow, I'm going to get my, you can get an eyeliner. I'm actually going to try out, I've tried the different shades that are here in
this palette, the face paint palette. I'm going to use this and I'm going to do my eyebrows right now. I just need to get a brush for it. So
I'm going to do like a little heart. It's not super pigmented, I'll be honest with you, but it does do the minimum job. It's like an eyeliner. Just make sure it's not super wet. So I'm going to get a little bit of this with my guide that I have here. Be a perfectionist sometimes, but I think you can still do a good job. Sorry, I'm not talking too much right here. Just trying to really concentrate. I use this Kat Von D eyeliner. She works miracles. I love this eyeliner, but it's like so nice. Honestly, so nice.
I'm done with the brows. I did add a little bit more shadow on the sides, and with the same brush, the thin brush, I'm going in with the water activated face paint with the black, same one, just going over it again, and then making the little design sort of rip of her cheek on the right. I'm trying to copy like the shape of it. That's why I'm looking down. I'm trying to see an easier way you guys can make it. I say make a triangle to guide yourselves because a lot of these aren't guided. Make sort of like a rounded triangle. Cover that baby up. Get a little bit more water because honestly it's trying to dry out again. Color that triangle in. Once you have that funky looking triangle, make a line across the triangle, another line across the triangle, and then make the end of the first, like the triangle, a little longer here. Just continue filling it in. It doesn't have to be pitch perfect because of rip. I guess it depends. I'm trying to make it like, you know, very similar. I'm trying my best here, and I'm just trying to guide you all on how to make this shape because I know shapes are not easy to make on faces. I'm gonna let that dry for now, and I'm going to do the other shape of the head. Like a little mark on her forehead here, and I think I'm just gonna do like a shadow. Ooh, I dropped my brush. I'm gonna do like a little shadow with this brush that I use for my eyebrows, just to show like there's like a little hit type of. It looks like a crack, honestly. To me, it sort of looks like a crack on her face. Just do that, and then to make it look like it's a little bruised, I guess, I'm going in with the medium blue, a little spot, and then going in with a black, or you can do black. I'm gonna use a little bit of black for this to make sure you can see it over the medium blue. You can really see that shadow. Looks like a little running man. I'm laughing. Trying to make it not look like a running man. You want another man running off on me? JK, so hilarious. Sorry for the bad jokes. It's just that my back is killing me. It's just like, what am I supposed to do? Okay, now I'm gonna do the bottom lashes of this look. I'll be back. Now I'm gonna do her lashes from the bottom. Okay, not bad. Here. Just trying to not get in my eye. I'm gonna make these a little thicker so they can match the other side. And honestly, if they come out a little thick, I say that's better because you can see it more on the makeup. Because of the shadow that's on the bottom, you can't really see it, or you can't really tell. So it's okay if they come out a little thick on the bottom. There's nothing to worry about. I'm just going over it again. Start making like that cartoonish look. I'm gonna connect these as well and give that cartoonish look and vibe to my lashes. And I'm going to like slowly connect them to line. You don't have to connect them to line, but I'm like connecting them to line to make sort of like a shadow guide of her lashes. Okay, now that I have that, I'm not sure if they're long enough. I think I have to do wisps on top of the longer ones. Lash. This bottom lash to this lash. And sort of put them together. Okay, now that I have that down, I shouldn't be rubbing my nose too much. I'm going to do the same thing for the top, so I'll be back. With the white line on the bottom. Now, I'm going to get a blue shimmer and put it right here. I was literally crying because I got the freaking paint on my eye. And I'm not completely done. I still have to do the teeth on this side and put my lipstick. I feel like I can easily go back, put my teeth on, and then do the lips, and I'll be back, and I believe I'll be done with the makeup look. And tell me what you think.
This is the finished look, and I did curl my lashes and I did do the lips. If you see, I like followed the trace of my lips because I don't like, my lips are not exactly like hers, okay, but similar. So it was very easy for me to just line and make that little outer line and overline my lips a little bit, but it wasn't like a big difference. Am I obsessed with the makeup look? Yes, I am, and I'm going to be posting some images on Instagram, so I really want you to see those, and I will be posting my Instagram here so you guys can see the photos, and I hope you really like the look. I am going to make like a little transformation type of video, you know what I mean, like transfer. I hope you enjoyed this video and me creating this makeup look. If this is helpful to you, it would really mean a lot if you showed me the final result and you following the video and seeing the end. I will be sharing my Instagram a few times in this video, so be free and like honestly send me a message and be like, oh, I follow your tutorial, blah blah. Oh my god, I would go crazy because I'm like, I've never had no one really follow, like send me follow tutorials. They have told me they have followed a few of them, like family and friends. So I would really appreciate if I saw if I saw that and you sent me that, that'd be so sweet. Well, sending lots of love. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And sending lots of love. gotta go. It's late already. So love you all and take care and see